What's up, Juventus? Are Juve now in pole position to land Leoni with the new formula? We'll look at that as well as the Weah move crumbling. What is the alternative? What is plan B? And Weston McKennie transfer talks begin. Could he be on the move? And two Juve midfielders drawing attention and deals could be made. We're going to go through all the latest right now. I'm Berto, this is the AJCR channel dedicated to Juventus. It's July 27th. Let's rock with the news. And we kick things off with Douglas Luiz. Apparently, Fenerbahce is interested in making a move for Douglas Luiz that would see a loan plus obligation be put down on the table. Now, it also continues in the report stating that Mourinho is trying to set up a discussion over the phone with the player. Meanwhile, Juve set to fine Douglas Luiz 120,000 euros for not showing up to training camp, but Juve looking to move the player. Fenerbahce showing some interest. There could be some meetings set up this week coming up. We still have yet to see or hear how Douglas Luiz is going to feel about Fenerbahce. Mourinho, he is a pretty persuasive individual. Could he sway Douglas Luiz to go to Turkey? Let's see. Meanwhile, when it comes to Artur, Real Betis has come in interested in the player. However, already being reported that it's not going to be a permanent move. It is just going to be a loan. If you tuned into yesterday's podcast, check it out if you haven't. It was a great session with myself, Paulo, and Omer. But I claim that Juve needs to bite the bullet on certain individuals. Artur is one, Kostic another, and Milik another. Bite the bullet, say goodbyes, and get new players in. You can't play this game year in and year out. But that's the latest on those two midfielders. Now, when we get to Timothy Weah, the move for Marseille, is it absolutely crumbling? It sounds like it, because Juve's not budging from the 20 million euro price tag. In the early days of the Mercato, Juve did have 14 million euro agreement in place with Nottingham Forest, but Weah wasn't convinced of heading to Nottingham Forest. Now, why will they not accept 15 million euros from Marseille if they were willing to accept 14 from Nottingham Forest? A couple of things. Number one, the deal with Nottingham Forest was obligation. It would have been a done deal. It was also in the early days of the Mercato, which would have had those numbers go towards the last set of finances. Now we're in another period for the finances, so Juve sticking to their guns on 20 million euros, and they want obligation. So Marseille stuck at 15 with loan plus option, and Juve wants obligation, and they want the 20 million euros because we're now in a new period for the finances. What is the alternative? Will Weah be remaining at Juventus? According to Nico Sciarra, he is still not in Tudor or Juve's plans, and they will push to move him, with several sides still interested in the player out of England. So, what do you believe should be done with Weah? Should we look at reintegrating him? Should we be keeping him? Let me know in the comments. And maybe it might have something to do with Weston McKennie as well, because according to the latest reports today, there is still a healthy distance in the contract renewal discussions between McKennie and Juventus, and now Juve is actively looking at transfer talks, and McKennie again being shopped and could be on the move. So out of those two, who would you rather see remain with the side for the 25-26 season? Hit me in the comments. Now, when you get to Dusan Vlovic, there was a lot of rumors around Milan's interest. Well, today Mirko Di Natale claims that Milan's interest was only from the administration level, and Allegri is not looking to bring Dusan Vlovic in. There are other reports from Gazzetta claiming that Vlovic's top priority is Atletico Madrid, and that a swap involving Molina could be in play. Well, you must be a day late, a buck short, Gazzetta, because the latest reports from credible people are claiming that Molina and Simeone have the same intentions to continue on going into this next season, so we have to wait. But first things first with Vlovic, he's got to sort out the plan with Juventus. So all eyes on that situation. When we get to a couple targets for Juventus, for Humeman, Juve has their offer ready. Apparently a contract to 2030, seeing the player get 3 million a season from Juventus is ready for him, and they might try to get an agreement in place first before actively approaching Sporting to see what they can do about signing the player. But when we get to a defender that we've all had eyes on, Leoni, has Juve now moved moved into pole position, according to the latest reports? Maybe. Just a couple days ago, we heard that Inter's dropping out because Parma is not dropping from the 40 million euro price tag on the player. Well, today we're hearing that Juve's formula of signing the player, purchasing the player, but keeping him on loan this season at Parma is the formula that apparently Parma likes the most, and maybe that puts us in the lead. Look, we need help at the back this season, but it is absolutely flooded at the back with names. Somebody has to go. And it's a difficult decision outside of Lloyd Kelly, which would be the easiest option. He does have interested sides, but is anybody going to step up to the tune financially that Juve needs to see to say goodbye to Lloyd Kelly? Probably not. And outside of that, it becomes very, very difficult. So this, you can't be mad at it. Locking up Leoni, even if you have to leave him on 1 year loan, is still good business from Juventus to nab this guy, especially when the interest is there from other top clubs in Italy. It just makes sense. This is a good move in my books. Anyway, anyhow you land Leoni, it is good. So let's see if we can get the job done. Now, when we get to untouchables, there are apparently only two at Juventus, Yildiz and Thuram. Those are your only two untouchables. And when it comes to Yildiz, it's being reported Juve has already rejected two offers of 75 million euros. Now, you don't hear Bremer on the list. Some will say Bremer's got to be on the untouchable list. He actually has a release clause on his contract that will kick in for 60 million euros. But again, he's coming back from an ACL injury, as is Cabal, who is, by the way, ready to participate in training in full as of today. And that is your news break. You know what to do, everybody. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join our AJC army, but let's mix it up in the comments. How do you feel? What do you think about all the news you just heard here today? Let's mix it up. I'm back tomorrow with another edition. Till then, fino alla fine, forza Juventus. Ciao tutti.